Time for Money Mondays with Peter Fraser, certified financial planner with Credential Q-Trade Securities and the Alterna Wealth Management Group here in Ottawa. On the grandchild watch, Peter, good morning.
Not a watch anymore, Rob. Hudson Fraser was born on Friday, so that's number 5 for us, and got me thinking about the whole grandparenting thing, and I'm probably not alone in that space and contemplating helpful ways to offer my kids' a leg up. So I thought this morning we could review one specific, what I think is a pretty good way to consider doing that. And as you mentioned off the top, that's the RESP, the Registered Education Savings Plan here in Canada. And for some grandparents, it could be a good way to set up the next generation for success when it comes to something specific like education.
So give us a primer, Peter.
Good. We will do. It really is a special kind of savings account, as I said. It's a tax-advantaged investment for a child's future post-secondary education. It's also partially funded by the Canadian government, so free money is always a good investment. We like that. And anyone can open one, so you can open and contribute to an RESP, and that gets me thinking that it's an ideal structure for a grandparent to consider in possibly depositing their money on behalf of a single child or multiple children, and to have those deposits for education purposes grow tax-free. So anybody could go to CRA's website to get the details, but I recommend a grandparent work with a financial planner. And I got 2 reasons for that. They obviously can help you plan this and open it, but in an important way, this kind of thing is a key component of the estate planning piece of the financial plan. And it's also necessary that the child's parent or guardian apply for a social insurance number in order to participate. So on that front, it becomes sort of an intergenerational family project, and that's good to see. The RESP, they're pretty easy to build and maintain. Rob, a child obviously can have more than one, so a grandparent can subscribe, can open their own RESP, name one or more of their grandchildren under that plan. They can make ongoing contributions. They can receive the matching grants to their deposits, and that can happen until each of their grandchildren is 17 years old. So ongoing deposits can be modest, like $50 a month, or they can be more. And oftentimes these things get sort of one-time deposits throughout the year, like birthday gifts and that type of thing on top of anything regular.
Okay. What about contribution limits? Limits, Peter. Yeah.
Very, very important. So there are some limits. Important to remember what they look like. But for the most part, the lifetime limit on the amount that can be contributed to all our ESPs for one beneficiary is $50,000. So that's a pretty big shelter if you were able to maximize that for a child's education. And that government grant is not nothing either, because no matter what your income is as a contributor, the basic what we call CESG, Canada Education Savings Grant, is equal to 20% of the first $2,500 of annual contribution. So off the top, that's a totally risk-free 20% return and up to $500 in grant money. So not nothing.
Okay. Right.
And because often these things are opened early in a grandchild's life, they get a long runway of tax-free compounding growth on the contributions and the grant money, so the outcome can really be robust by the time a child's ready to go to school. And this is basic and universal. That's available to all of us. There are some other plans that are income-driven, but this one is available for the asking. And just quickly before we close, once it's built, I do think it's important to make ongoing use of your planner for important conversations like understanding the options. You know, you want to build a durable portfolio with these funds. These things can get to be quite a sizable value. And, of course, adjusting the asset mix as a child approaches its use, that's important too. So the RESP, my view, it's a really important idea that grandparents can consider in that whole intergenerational Head Start space, Rob.
Okay. For people who want more information, how can they contact you, Peter?
Well, as always, they can reach out at Money Mondays at Alterna. They can learn more about this one or anything you and I talk about, and that's Money Mondays at alterna.ca.
Excellent. Well, congratulations on grandchild number 5. Thank you for your advice this morning, Peter. Always great. Peter Fraser, certified financial planner with the Alterna Wealth Management Group here in Ottawa and Credential Q Trade Securities.